You know what? There was a time when I was convinced I was born just to scroll TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. I could binge all day long, from morning till midnight, eyes still wide open like headlights. But the moment I opened a book, within just 15 minutes, I'd collapse like a tree struck down by a storm. If you've been in the same situation, let me ask you, would you like to hack your brain into becoming addicted to studying instead of social media? If yes, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because in this video, I'll show you exactly how I did it. For the longest time, I thought it was my weakness or lack of discipline. But when I did some research, I realized something shocking. My brain was being controlled by a chemical called dopamine. Dopamine is the pleasure hormone. It makes you feel excited, motivated, and curious. Your brain is constantly scanning for dopamine hits, like a motion detecting camera. Every time you swipe your phone, you get a brand new shot of dopamine, a flashy dance, a shocking fact, or a cute animal video. All of this in just seconds. Constantly new, effortless, and stimulating. Meanwhile, studying sites at the bottom of the fun scale. Books, notes, lectures, all of them demand effort long before you get any reward. They're slow, demanding, and require focus. Compared to the instant hit from TikTok, the reward from studying feels way too far away. Knowing this, I decided not to fight my brain, but to hack it. I found a two-step method that worked for me, and it has transformed not only my own learning, but also that of many students I've shared it with. Think of your dopamine system like a scale that's completely unbalanced. Right now, your baseline is too high. Only the most extreme stimulation feels good. We need to adjust that system. And the way to do it is with a mini dopamine detox. Don't worry, you don't need to quit your phone for a whole month or run off to live in the woods. It's just a small daily exercise to slowly reset your brain's sensitivity. Every day, spend 15 minutes in boring mode. No phone, no music, no stimulation, just you and your thoughts. You could take a walk outdoors without devices, or practice a few yoga poses. Let your mind wander and calm down. At first, it'll feel extremely uncomfortable. Your brain will scream for stimulation because it's so used to instant satisfaction. But that discomfort is the sign that the process is working. You're going through withdrawal from your daily dopamine hits. I remember my first week doing this. I sat down to study, but my mind kept drifting to my phone. I just wanted to check if there were new messages or interesting videos to follow. But after just a week, something changed. Studying didn't feel as boring anymore. My baseline dopamine levels began to drop. I started to enjoy ordinary things again. A cup of coffee in the morning tasted richer. A single page of a book felt more meaningful. A walk down the street felt strangely refreshing. That was step one. But lowering your baseline alone isn't enough. If entertainment dopamine goes down, but study dopamine doesn't go up, learning won't stick. That's where step two comes in. This is the key to turning learning into something your brain actually craves. And I'll share 7 powerful techniques that worked for me. 1. Create a reward system that works with your brain, not against it. Break your study material into small, easy-to-conquer parts. After finishing each part, mark it with a check or draw a star. That little sense of completion releases a mini dose of dopamine and motivates you to keep going. 2. Use the Pomodoro technique. Study for 25 minutes, then rest for 5. Your brain loves time-limited challenges. It feels like a game. During those 25 minutes, you'll find it much easier to stay completely focused. 3. Teach it out loud. Explain what you've just learned as if you were teaching someone else. When you speak it out, your brain processes the information differently. The sense of mastery triggers a new shot of dopamine. You can even record yourself and listen back. This helps reveal gaps in your knowledge and builds your confidence in communication. 4. Write by hand with colors. Use bright colors for titles and highlight key ideas. The act of writing by hand combined with colorful visual cues activates more brain regions. This makes the knowledge stick deeper and become easier to recall. 5. Connect your learning to things you care about. Your brain remembers faster and longer when it links to your interests. For example, when I learned the word crispy, I instantly thought of KFC fried chicken. When I studied the word water, I couldn't forget the well in my village where my dad and I used to draw water for the flowers in front of our house. 6. Make your study space your ally. Choose a bright, tidy spot with only the essentials. Let your brain recognize it as your learning zone. Keep your phone out of sight, turn off notifications, remove the biggest dopamine thief. 7. Track your progress. Use checklists or apps like Notion or Trello. Tracking progress itself gives your brain a dopamine boost, motivating you to continue. The result: by applying these techniques, I've seen people choose books over their phones in their free time, not because they're superheroes, but because they reprogram their brains to link studying with pleasure. A smart way to start is this. Today, try a 15-minute dopamine detox. Tomorrow, use a 25-minute Pomodoro session with a small reward afterward. Within 2 weeks, you'll start to notice a change. Within a month, you might actually find yourself enjoying studying. Remember, your brain isn't broken, it's just been hijacked. Take back control of your dopamine, and you'll take back control of your future. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss the next ones. And in the comments, share which technique you'll try first. I can't wait to read your stories and discuss them with you.